to put you on certain teams. We're not just talking sports teams. The friend groups that you're in, think of the friends that you guys have right now. Think of all the friends you have. Those are teams. God has orchestrated you to be on that team because you bring something specific. Think about your family. Your family is a team. God has orchestrated things, brought you to the parents that you have, to the grandparents that you have, for a reason, because you bring something specific that nobody else does. Think about your sports teams. Think about your school. Think about your community. God is continually orchestrating because He needs you specifically. He has designed you specifically to make an impact. And so many times we have this thought that we're just a face in the crowd. Yeah, God loves people, but what do I really matter? And if God says, I intentionally created you to make a difference, and I want you to point out the way that I've created other people, then we have the opportunity with our words to do that. This week we get to practice. Sports camp, training year, we get to practice. Not just in sports, not just the jump shot, right? Not just our middle swing. We get to practice things this week. And here's what we're going to practice. We are going to practice telling ourselves that we are no better, no worse than anybody else. We're going to start to look at other people as integral parts of God's team. And we have the opportunity to call out how they are fulfilling those roles. When you think to yourself a blessing about somebody else, speak that blessing. If you think to yourself something bad about somebody else, shut your mouth. There's no time for that, right? And in that moment, when you think something destructive about somebody else, stop and recognize that when Jesus died, He died so that He could use you to encourage that person. Last thing I'm going to say is, I believe in this. I believe in you guys. I really do. I believe in you guys. I have watched this camp the past 2 years completely blow my mind. And you know what really gets me emotional and gets me excited? Is that I know that this is not a camp that stops here. This is not a one weekend a year type thing. Awesome, got the t-shirt, see you later. That you guys are people who are going to experience something, who recognize that you can take this back to your schools. You want to know how the world has changed? It's changed by a group full of people who are willing to accept that they are loved, that God has made them beautifully, and to call out the beauty in other people. I just have a feeling that next year I'm going to hear radical stories of these groups saying, it can start with me. It starts with one word of encouragement, one word of affirmation, and the world will change. Let me pray. Father, thank you for this message. It is just the gospel. What it did in Jesus is not the starting point. That's not the step A. The gospel, what He did on the cross, is A to Z. It's everything.
Nọt San Diego. Đây là mấy cái lều của mỗi hội thánh cắm ở ngoài sân cỏ cho các đội tuyển có thể nghỉ ngơi.
terms of like knowledge, I don't know about Apple,
Well, because my phone broke, so I'm using my old phone, but I don't have any of the numbers.
Quá 12 giờ kia trong Mỹ á.
Đây là mục sư Sang, bà mục sư Sang, bà mục sư Quang, Lộc. Đây là cái lều của hội thánh học San Diego. Con tên Lộc hả?
Dạ, con tên Lộc.
Con quay cho ông với mục sư ghê một như này. Con cầm cho ông có hình vô ghế đây. Đó như vậy đó. Mình đang ngồi trong dự lễ trong thế rồi. Đội tuyển ở trong hay là đi vòng vòng rồi bà mục sư? Trong đang dự ở trong. Đó, tôi nghe rồi dưới đó là tôi gọi lên là tôi theo dõi rồi. Tôi ngồi trong phòng mạch bác sĩ thì tôi gọi tới nhưng vừa xong game tôi đâu có biết cái tên của nó nên rồi ok rồi cảm ơn Lộc.